On this episode ng Cyber Chat Season 2, Anti-Osaik Law IRR, masusing pag-uusapan. Boses ng kabataan, pakinggan. International Justice Mission, ating kilalanin.
Kasama ninyo sa makabuluhang talakayan. Cyber Chat Season 2.
Cybermarkable Day, chatters! I'm your host, Attorney Kath. Today ay hindi po natin makakasama ang aking partner na si Concy Edward. So, sasamahan po tayo ngayon ng ating guest co-host, my boss and mentor at the International Justice Mission Manila Program Office or IJM Manila, Attorney Reynaldo Bicol or Attorney Ray.
A pleasant day to everyone. Welcome to the third episode of
Cyber Chat Season 2. At ako naman po, nagbabalik po ang inyong cyber-vlogger, Icon Monit.
And I am your cyber patroller, Leanne Lim. Welcome po to Cyber Chat, Attorney Ray. Hala, medyo nakaka-intimidate naman po dahil we are in the company of two lawyers. Grabe.
Oo nga, Le. At parang mamaya madadagdagan pa ng mga lawyers. Diyos ko, ang makakasama natin dito sa loob ng studio.
Yes, two more colleagues from IJM Manila will join us later. Our hashtag for this episode is #CyberLawsForReal. Mga batas na may kinalaman sa recently approved na Implementing Rules and Regulations or IRR ng Anti-Online Sexual Abuse and Exploitation of Children Law or Anti-Osaik Law.
Oo, yung Republic Act 11930.
Tama, pag-uusapan natin particularly ang law enforcement, prosecution, and investigation aspect ng RA 11930.
But before anything else, let me thank CyberChat for this opportunity to be your guest co-host. Kat, naninibago ako sa studio nyo.
Yes, Ray, we have a new studio, new set, new format, and of course, new young co-hosts who are both first-year broadcasting students from PUP. Ray, I just realized that we've been working together for more than a decade na pala. So for more than 10 years, you've been my mentor, my leader sa International Justice Mission Manila Program Office.
Oo nga, Kat, napakatagal na palang panahon yun. Isang dekada na, and I can still remember when I first met you and you applied for the position sa IJM Pampanga. But ngayon, host ka na ng isang show, Cyber Chat.
And di ako makapaniwala na co-host kita. Parang dream come true for me to eh.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity na maging part ng inyong show.
Teka lang po, Attorney Kat. Kasi dito, kami dalawa ni Leia, medyo curious lang kami kung ano po ba yung IJM.
Oo nga po. Ano po ba yung ginagawa nyo sa IJM? Like, yun.
Oh, and how is IJM connected to our main topic for this episode, which is yung RA 11930 IRR?
Hala, ang daming tanong, Ray. Can you respond to their questions? Maybe you can start by introducing International Justice Mission Philippines.
Akala ko, Kat, guest co-host ako, pero ako pala yung i-interview nyo. Pero of course, it is my pleasure to introduce our organization to both of you, Lay and Icon, and of course, sa lahat ng ating nanonood ng Cyber Chat. So, ang International Justice Mission is a global organization that protects people in poverty from violence. We partner with local authorities in 29 program offices in 17 countries to combat trafficking and slavery, violence against women and children, and police abuse of power.
So, yung 17 countries po na nabanggit where IJM operates includes Philippines po, di ba, Attorney?
Yeah, that's right. And we've been operating in the Philippines since 2001. So napakatagal na rin yung aming partnership sa Philippine government at we have now offices here in Metro Manila and in Metro Cebu covering the entire country.
Oh, so IJM has been fighting violence against women and children for decades na po pala, attorney. Sa usaping online sexual abuse and exploitation of children naman po, ano-ano po yung paraan ng IJM para, alam niyo, masugpo yung ganitong uri ng issue?
So ang aming programa ICON dito sa Pilipinas ay nakafocus sa online sexual exploitation of children sa pagsugpo dito sa krimen na ito. Lalo na yung tinatawag na live streaming abuse of children sa internet na ayon sa pag-aaral ay napakaraming incidents dito sa ating bansa. So kami sa IJM naniniwala kami na ang solusyon sa pagsugpo sa krimen na ito ay patatagin ang ating batas at pagtibayin ang pagpapatupad ng mga batas natin laban sa krimen na ito. Kaya kami sa IJM, meron kaming mga abogado, mga social workers, law enforcement professionals na nakikipagtulungan sa ating pamahalaan, sa ating kapulisan, sa Department of Justice, sa DSWD, maging sa ating mga local governments para ma-rescue itong mga bata na naaabuso at mapanagot itong mga gumagawa ng mga ganitong masasamang bagay sa mga bata. So yung pang-aabuso kasi ICON ay matitigil lamang kung mapapanagot natin ang mga kriminal. Kaya napaka-importante na palakasin ang ating batas at maging ang pagpapatupad nito.
At masasabi ko na ang isa sa major accomplishments ng International Justice Mission Philippines, being one of the organizations who participated during the drafting of the IRR for RA 11930, was its approval by the Department of Justice last May 18.
Ang galing naman po. Yun naman pala, Lay. Kaya makakasama natin mamaya, bukod kay Attorney Ray, ay dalawa pang taga-IJM para ipaliwanag sa atin ang nilalaman nitong IRR.
Oo nga, no, Icon. Siguro maganda rin pong maipaliwanag mamaya sa atin yung provisions ng IRR, addressing the specific issues and concerns of law enforcement, prosecution, and investigation na rin po, no?
Oo, kasama na dito, no, yung ano ba, yung mga improvements sa present procedures or processes. Kasi napakarami ko talagang gustong itanong that I am sure our viewers would also want to ask.
Naku, hindi kaya ng isang oras na talakayan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. But of course, let's do our best to bring to our audience the topics they are most interested to know.
At gusto ko lang i-emphasize that during the drafting of the IRR, children and the young were consulted in the process. After all, the main objective of the law is protection of children.
Kaya dapat lang alamin ang kanilang mga pangangailangan at opinyon sa usaping OSAEC at SISAEM, or Child Sexual Abuse and Exploitation Materials.
Oo nga po, tama po kayo dyan, Attorney Ray, Attorney Kat. Kung usapang para sa bata at kabataan, dapat lang naman po, tanungin nyo rin po kami.
And speaking of involving the young, mapapanood rin natin ang panayam ni Cyber Patroller Lay kay Jim Welferte, a senior high school student na nakilahok sa drafting ng IRR ng Anti-OSAEC at Anti-SISAEM Law.
Naku, excited na akong umpisahan ang ating kwentuhan about the IRR of RA 11930. Just sit back.
Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
The Department of Justice assured the public that steps are being taken to stop online sexual exploitation in the country. As a matter of fact, DOJ and DSWD signed earlier the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 11930, or the law that will provide protection to youths against online sexual abuse. The department targets to engage different countries for its efforts.
Kailangan talaga meron tayong networking with them, communication with them. Meron tayong protocol na pwedeng sundin para pag may nangyari, may kasunduan tungkol sa pagpaparusa ng mga tao. And I'll be speaking with the European police very soon about this matter.
While DOJ takes care of the prosecution, the going after the perpetrators, kami naman will work in tandem with them on number one, safekeeping the victim. Number two, doing the interventions, yung psychosocial niyan, kasi medyo long-term yung effects niyan.
Once the IRR is implemented, the law will give punishment to anyone caught using images of young people for sale. For DSWD, they will be disseminating information of the campaign to the public.
Yung side naman ng DSWD is heavy on educating, capacity building all the way to the barangays. And also, kung nangyari man, yung reintegration plan naman, kung paano natin mahahandle yung psychosocial effects niya doon sa naging biktima, mini-mainstream na ngayon sa programa ng DSWD.